Have you ever heard that silver is ruled by the moon? In astrology, gold is associated with the sun, and silver is associated with the moon. But does that symbolism actually appear in real financial markets? Today, I'm going to test that idea using 10 years of real silver price data and actual moon phase calculations. This isn't opinion or mythology. This is a quantitative backtest. Welcome to Financial Astrology Analysts. Let's find out whether the moon really influences silver prices. For years, traders and astrologers have suggested that new moons represent beginnings and fresh momentum, while full moons represent peaks, emotional climaxes, or turning points. If silver truly responds to lunar cycles, we should see measurable price behavior around these phases. So instead of guessing, I ran a full data test using daily silver futures prices, every new moon and full moon over the last decade, and measured price performance before and after each phase. No cherry picking, just raw data. First, I examined what happens on the actual moon phase day. Over 10 years of data, new moon days averaged about a 0.15% positive daily return in silver. Full moon days averaged only about a 0.02% gain, essentially flat. That means new moon days showed roughly a 7-to-1 performance difference compared to full moon days. The magnitude is small, but the directional bias is clear. New moons leaned bullish, full moons leaned neutral. Symbolically, this already matches traditional astrology. New moons mark fresh energy and forward momentum, while full moons represent culmination and leveling off. Next, I tested what happens after each moon phase. I measured silver's average performance 1, 3, and 5 trading days after every new moon and full moon. Across the full 10-year dataset, the results were consistent. After new moons, silver tended to drift higher. After full moons, silver tended to stall or move sideways. This was not true on every cycle, but the statistical tilt remained visible across all test windows. This suggests lunar phases may act as short-term timing overlays rather than primary drivers. Then, I asked a deeper question. Does the moon's influence change depending on the broader trend? I separated all moon events into two categories: times when silver was above its 200-day moving average and times when it was below. The result was striking. When silver was already in an uptrend, new moon effects became stronger and more reliable. When silver was below its 200-day average, lunar effects largely disappeared. This tells us that lunar cycles do not override trend. Instead, they amplify the existing market direction. That fits both astrology and classic technical analysis. Cycles express themselves best when aligned with the larger trend. I also isolated only the last 3 years of data to confirm this was not an outdated historical artifact. The pattern remained, though slightly weaker. New moons still leaned bullish. Full moons remained flatter. That means this lunar rhythm has persisted into the current modern silver market environment. Finally, I measured volatility before and after each phase. Full moons showed slightly higher volatility spikes, while new moons showed calmer price behavior. Symbolically, this fits perfectly. Full moons are emotional peaks. New moons are quiet resets before expansion. So, does the moon control silver prices? Maybe. This test shows that silver carries a subtle lunar rhythm. New moons show a small bullish bias. Full moons align with pauses or volatility, and these effects strengthen when silver is already trending upward. However, interest rates, industrial demand, the US dollar, and macroeconomic conditions remain the primary drivers. This means lunar cycles can be used as timing overlays, not standalone trading systems. And that is exactly how financial astrology is meant to be applied, as an additional layer of market timing, not a replacement for fundamentals or technicals. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor, and nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a qualified professional before making investment decisions. If you enjoyed seeing astrology tested with real market data, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll continue exploring where cycles, sentiment, and markets intersect. This is Financial Astrology Analysts. where we test the hidden rhythms behind price.